Tommy Dreamer assesses Jey Uso's journey from WWE Tag Champ to singles star. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For WWE Family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Main event: Jey Uso has been on fire after stepping out of the shadow of his previous tag team stardom. Whether it was winning the WWE Intercontinental title last September or gearing up to potentially become the next WWE World Heavyweight Champion at Saturday night's main event, don't count this Uso out from becoming the guy in 2025. What's more, Tommy Dreamer sees nothing but good fortune coming for Uso's solo career. We know he's entertaining. We know he's a great worker. We've grew up watching the Usos, Dreamer explained on Busted Open After Dark. We watched Jey rise up on his own and become main event Jey Uso. And his promo against Gunther on Raw afterwards is, like, cool, because at the end of the day, who's he got? He's got himself. Dreamer also alluded to the fact that Uso's stand-up demeanor has garnered him much admiration from fans, including merchandise sellouts and the loudest crowd reactions of possibly any modern-day wrestler, which resulted in him being awarded Best Entrance in our Best of 2024 awards. Although Dreamer would like to yeet at the idea that it might be Uso's turn to become the next crowned world champion, he remains doubtful. However, with the backing he has now, it could happen in the immediate future. You know, he went away from the bloodline. He took a big risk. WWE has invested a lot in him, and that investment is paying off, Dreamer complimented. Unforgettable scandals that stained WWE. Pro wrestling is one hell of a business. While the entertainment aspect can never be denied, there have certainly been a litany of backstage and on-screen issues over the years that have left a sour taste in the mouths of those involved in the industry. At the center of some of the biggest scandals has been WWE, with some of the biggest stories surrounding the company and their lengthy history being negative in nature. From the deaths of beloved figures in horrifying circumstances to Vince McMahon's various misdeeds and legal battles, the sports entertainment juggernaut has never been able to keep a clean slate. Some such issues have even resulted in a permanent stain on the reputation of the promotion as a whole or certain individuals. In this piece, we will look at the most unforgettable scandals that rocked WWE and left a noticeable black mark for years to come. Vince McMahon's sexual misconduct allegations. Let's start with the most recent scandal that has plagued WWE, and that relates to the executive chairman, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Over the years, the head honcho of the company has found himself in hot water numerous times due to sexual misconduct allegations, beginning in the 1980s with former referee Rita Chatterton, who accused McMahon of sexually assaulting her inside of a limousine. Her story has since been corroborated by former wrestler Mario Mancini in a 2022 piece from New York Magazine, and Chatterton filed a lawsuit in December, with the issue settled financially out of court with a multi-million-dollar sum. In 2006, McMahon was accused of sexual harassment at a tanning salon in Florida, but the 78-year-old would ultimately escape any charges for the alleged incident. At the same time as the Chatterton lawsuit, a separate tanning spa employee from California filed sexual assault claims in court, according to Wall Street Journal. However, the most detrimental acts from McMahon to his own career in business came from a Wall Street Journal investigation, which ultimately led to revelations that the company's long-standing CEO had paid an estimated $19.6 million in unrecorded hush money payments to settle sexual misconduct claims between 2006 and 2022. The controversy ultimately led to McMahon retiring from his position for 6 months, before returning to WWE ahead of their recent merger and move to the TKO Group banner. He now holds the title of executive chairman, but has been removed from day-to-day creative duties relating to the on-screen product. This won't be the last time Vince's actions will be featured on this list, but we'll get to that later. CM Punk's exit and legal battles, 2014-2019. One man that always finds a way to make news is CM Punk, who has had his share of controversy over the years both inside and outside WWE. While the 45-year-old is a polarizing figure, the majority of dramas involving the Chicago native have been wrestling-related and could hardly be labeled scandalous. But the one issue from Punk's career that has lingered for close to a decade relates to his messy exit from WWE and the legal battle that ensued. After a successful run with WWE, Punk walked out in January 2014 and refused to return, leading to him receiving his termination papers on the same day as his wedding to AJ Lee later that year. After his non-compete ended, Punk would partake in a now infamous Art of Wrestling podcast alongside close friend Colt Cabana, where the pair discussed his departure and the reasons behind it. However, in the midst of their conversation, Punk would take aim at WWE Dr. Chris Amon, who would sue the former world champion for defamation in 2015. The case would go to trial 3 years later, and the court battle continued to air plenty of dirty laundry relating to Punk's tenure with WWE. The jury would eventually rule in favor of both Punk and Cabana, but that wasn't the end. In 2018, Cabana filed a lawsuit against his now former friend, alleging breach of contract and fraud over Punk's alleged agreement to pay legal fees. Punk would then file a counterclaim against Cabana, before both cases were settled in 2019 without compensation, according to PW Insider. The breakdown in the pair's relationship would eventually spill over into AEW, leading to Punk's well-documented outburst at a post-show media scrum in September 2022 following All Out. All's well that ends well, however, with Punk returning to WWE at Survivor Series 2023 after almost a decade away, earning a raucous ovation from his hometown Chicago crowd.